Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 18th going to the 24th of December. So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys. I have a lot of oracle decks for you guys, so we're going to start pulling them out for you, okay? Then we'll go in with the tarot, okay? Let's see, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius this week. You're round around. Okay, so already is highlighting the fact that something needs to change. Something in your situation needs to change because this is a karmic cycle. It's almost as if we keep going back round and round doing the same thing, we're just going to end up in the same place. So if you're really desiring change, if you really want to switch up your life, switch up your connections, whatever it may be, something needs to change. Something needs to come out of this cycle. Something needs to be done differently, okay? Underneath that, you do have regeneration, which represents the fact that, what it seems to be is that you have a choice to cut a karmic cycle, or the universe will probably try and do it for you, because the regeneration card is almost you're being lifted by the roots here so that you can leave a situation that's just not doing you any good. Okay, as you can see, where this tree is as a tree, if I can get my words together, these roots are buried deep into the ground and it absorbs all the nutrients in the soil, etc., etc. I'm sure you know how trees work. There could be some significance around a tree as well, actually. But anyway, as you can see, it's like lava now. If this tree continues to absorb what's in its environment, it's not going to be good. It's going to kill the tree, okay? And it's not going to harm you in that way, but it might start to kind of change you in a way or make you feel more negative, So pay attention to your environment. It could literally be the people you're surrounded by, the home that you're in. Maybe it's just something needs to change. You might need to get rid of certain things that bring in a bad energy. It is a removal of something, though, because that tree is being taken out by the roots, by that white light. That's always how I see it. By the way, because of this blue ribbon that's wrapped around this lovely tree, in some cultures they wrap trees in ribbon because they have souls inside them. So what that tells me is you have a very old soul. You are divinely protected. Okay, you might feel your spirit guides around you. Some of you could be psychics within yourself, all right? And I will say that because I do believe those who I'm speaking to have those traits about them. You can probably already tell what this is about in your life that needs to change. Something needs to come out of this cycle. It could be a mindset, could be a situation, whatever it is to you guys. But let's carry on. Something needs to change. Keep hearing that. Okay, let's get another one then, please. Some of you could have a green thumb, is that what they call it? Like you could be really into planting things, or again, nature is really important for you. You have free cards here. I will honor the spirit world here and the messages that they bring out for you. So you have the goddess of the moon, all right, that's dealing with really deep emotions, deep subconscious stuff. For some of you, it's an abandonment wound, it's an attachment wound here that you guys might be healing at this time. Rest and rejuvenation is kind of speaking about deep meditation for you guys, actually. I think that'll be very beneficial to you. This could even be Reiki I'm seeing as well for some of you, whether you're learning it, doing it on yourself, or going to someone who can do it for you as well, because there is some really deep emotions that need healing. Clearly, whatever this is affecting you in some degree, and causing your life to be in some sort of cycle is what they're saying here. It's an attachment. For example, if all you have known is toxic stuff, then that's all we kind of accept, because otherwise it's too good to be true, or I don't deserve that, or it feels weird, it's not familiar. If you've been growing up in a really toxic environment, or you've just had a lot of crap happen to you in life, so when the good happens, you immediately kind of I'm almost seeing someone who's kind of scared of heights. Don't know if that's for you, but almost as if you're holding on to the bar as you're going across, because it just feels scary and it's not familiar to you. So that's what it's representing. Good energy is scary for you. It's fearful. And they're bringing in that analogy actually, because it's almost like as you keep elevating, you get in a fear of heights. You're used to low vibrational energy, attachments, toxic people, you're used to environments that are not so good. Not to say that you thrive in that, because I don't know, but it's almost as if that makes you feel safe and comfortable, which is crazy, right? But not crazy if that's all you've ever known. Now it makes sense because it's familiar, like you're familiar to discomfort, uncomfortable people, toxic people, because otherwise maybe you would start, I don't know, I'm getting this energy like maybe you start to feel like you're the problem. If you were surrounded by great people, then you start to think that you're the problem, or maybe you start comparing yourself to them or starting to mistrust them. Like there is some, these are all festering from within because of your environments that you've been through, that you've grown up around, relationships that you've been in. Let's say if you've been in a cycle of bad relationships, you kind of feel comfortable with someone who is not perfect. Whereas if you are with someone where you haven't got any problems, then you might start to create it unconsciously. It's completely unconscious. You start to think there's something wrong with them, like, or it's too boring. You understand, like, these are actual psychological things that happen. So that's what it's kind of bringing up into your reading this week, is that you are actually becoming aware of some really kind of low vibrational stuff, feelings, beliefs inside. You're meditating on them. You're being cool to meditate on them if you're not already, because this is really going to pull you out of that, okay? Grounding energy can really help with that too. I do have a lovely sponsorship link down below for a really great meditation app that I use, but you don't have to do that. There's loads online as well, but that is a really good app, and you get 7 days free trial on it as well to try it out. And if you want to continue, it's 25% off the membership as well. But anyway, I really don't want to like turn this into a promotion, because it's not. I just like to mention it when I see it might be needed. And I love it. It has hypnosis on there, and you could benefit from that because, again, these are deep subconscious stuff. Sitting with those thoughts, feelings, those memories, those, parts of yourself, your shadow side. It's the shadow work here. Could be in relation to family, just because of the occasion for this to be coming up. Could be toxic family. All right. Difficult emotions within a family here. So, goddess of the moon, it's about things that are hidden, things that are going on in our subconscious, that deeper stuff. You're resting, you're rejuvenating your energy, you're elevating yourself up from that, okay? It's not easy, and it does take time. It takes consistency. It takes time during the day to dedicate some time to that part of yourself. Journaling could help, a therapist could help, spiritual practices could help, whatever it is that helps you. Definitely try it out, because something needs to change. All right, let's see. Ooh, I told you guys are psychics. Mysticism, all right? We do have another card, which I'll mention. This is kind of reminding me of a certain flower. I don't know the name of it. It could be significant, but it's almost as if, you know how the petals are like that? I mean, it could just be a rose, but I don't know what it is actually. But anyway, mysticism, for some reason, yes, of course, it's about psychic abilities. You guys know about this. I do believe you've had a lot of lifetimes, I'll be honest with you, and a lot of lifetimes where you have been a mystic of whatever degree. I get this energy of the fact that there's a lot of layers to you, Sagittarius. You've been through a lot of different lives in this one life. For some of you, I need to hear that too. This is your crown chakra here. You'll be receiving a lot more downloads from spirit, especially if you tap in with yourself, by the way. The more that you connect to the universe, to God, whoever it is that you look to, this all-loving energy, this bright light in your life, the more that you're being pulled away from that dark stuff. So sometimes it's not actively having to do something. It's just where you're turning to. Anyway, you have forgiveness as well. So some of it is forgiveness of people who have been, wrong to you. And it's not to give them a pass here, but it is about, nurturing your inner child, or nurturing that inner part of yourself that feels attached to that wound. Because it was never, I think for some of you, you were never really validated in your pain and your hurts from what you've been through. And I think sometimes we hold on to it because of that. And sometimes I do it too, and I recognize it too, of like, you're still holding on to past things because you feel like no one's ever validated that and really said to you, Sagittarius, like, you've been through hell. I don't know how you did it. And that was completely not your fault. You did not deserve what happened to you. No one's really said that to you. So I will say it to you. So, sometimes through meditation as well, you can find forgiveness. It's not for anyone else, it's for you. Because you deserve more in this lifetime. And maybe the big question why you feel like you're stuck in a cycle, in a loop, or toxic I said Luke. Toxic loop cycle is because there is something that's still holding you to that. And it might be that the need to forgive and move forward. Sagittarius. Don't know why I'm smelling cocoa butter. Okay, adjudication, legal situations. Could have been someone that you divorced, went through a legal situation with, okay? Someone that you took legal action against for some of you, but this can also just be very strong Libran energy, you know? It's about justice. It's about the judge kind of calling, and the judge could be the universe, you know, saying, okay, well, who's right, who's wrong? This adjudication is, again, like, it's holding people accountable, even if it's just within your own perspective, perception of that. You know, you don't need to call people in or bring up people of the past and say, hey, you did me wrong. You need to accept it and agree to that. Some people never will. Some people will carry things to their grave, you know, because there's deep shame rooted in how they act, by the way. You have to know that. The people who've done you wrong and never admit it is because they have to cover it up with another story because they are truly, truly shameful. So shameful they don't even know that they are. They have to hide it. They have to search somewhere else. That's why people are the way that they are sometimes. Your reading's turning into a lecture, all right? It's a deep one. It's a deep one for you, Sagittarius. I will say, though, that you guys are deep people. Again, you have those layers with the mysticism. All right, let's see. Current energy this week for Sagittarius. 10 of Pentacles. That is some family messages coming through here. 10 of Pentacles is all about abundance, prosperity. It's building a legacy for yourself. So this could be bringing in the fact that there is some new things going on in a home. Don't know why I'm sensing that, but that's coming through here. It could be some visits from family coming through here as well. This is not a bad card, so that's okay. That says that there is something good happening this week. Could be in your finances, okay? It could be a bonus. Could be something, an inheritance for some. There's something that's coming your way with that. Something that's going to make you feel rooted and grounded. Or again, family. You do, though, have the 4 of Pentacles as well. So, and you also have the 7 of Swords. So I'm going to say a few things. The first thing, if we're going to relate it to what we've been speaking about, but I will move on from that, don't worry. For those who don't want to hear my lecture, 4 of Pentacles is, again, like, you're exhausted if this resonates with you. There is an element, though, of self-sabotage, though, because you may want and desire more than what you've got, but you are not open to it. For some, you may think that you are, for some, all right? It's not going to resonate with everyone, and I hope no one, like, scrutinizes me out there, because it's just for someone out there. I say this is the King of Pentacles before. He really understands what true abundance is and how to let that into his life. Because sometimes when we have a lack mindset or an attachment issue, we hold on to, you know, such small things. So he receives the first pentacle and he has to hold on to it. Then he receives the next one. And then he reaches a point where actually he has no more room for any more. Because it's a limited mindset. He's reached his capacity with what he believes he can achieve. Maybe not what he wants. He wants this. He wants the throne. He wants the legacy. But he doesn't actually believe he has the capacity for it. And therefore he has no room. He's not open to it. Even though he thinks he is, right? So some of you might be your own blockage here. Some of you are accepting the bare minimum and holding on so tightly to it because you feel like, I'm so lucky to even have this. Why? I understand through circumstances, though. Like, I think you've just been really conditioned to accept the bare minimum in love and finances and how people treat you. 7 of Swords, again, self-sabotage. But some of you may have felt like maybe family have stolen from you, taken from you for some. 7 of Swords is a lying, cheating, stealing energy, or again, self-sabotage, okay? I will clarify these, because why not? All right, 10 of Pentacles is coming through the 2 of Cups. Some of you might end up finding, this again could be family, it could be just having really good conversations, emotional conversations with people who, you really click with, connect with, soulmates. Some of you, if you are in a relationship, then there is really good times in a relationship. There's a lot of stability here. So some of you could reach a financial goal or just share some really loving moments here with people. Clarify the Four of Pentacles then. Oh, great. That's not like, all right. You're the Wheel of Fortune here. Now, I'm picking up an energy of you just being quite tired. Initial A will be significant this week. Four of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I kind of feel like what you're holding on to the bare minimum because you just don't know what to expect out of life. And I think you've been through a lot. Like I'm seeing a roller coaster, you know. So when it stops, you're just holding on. Like that's the energy I'm seeing here. But Wheel of Fortune can also be about good luck coming your way. Just make sure you're making space for it. Seven of Swords. The Star card. This is a card of vulnerability. This is a card of healing. So again, in terms of actually like self-sabotaging, you are healing it, but it does mean you have to undress yourself. Not literally keep those clothes on right now, but it's more in the sense of like being really open and vulnerable with yourself. It doesn't have to be with anyone else. In fact, I think some of you just really don't trust people anyway. So that Star card here, Aquarius energy, is really deep healing. And this will help you to achieve your goals though, but you have to really undress yourself and be so honest with yourself. Like, how am I being my biggest blockage right now? Okay. And again, that's why that rest and rejuvenation, that meditation message came through of like really like full on, eyes open, looking at things completely vulnerable, like completely out in the open. Recent past then, let's carry on. You guys will have the longest reading ever. Because it's deep. All right, recent past for Sagittarius. Ace of Cups just tells me that lately you've been on the road of self-love here, recognizing what that even is for you. This is a card of peace, unconditional love, filling up your own cup, okay? It's an ace, so it is a new energy. Could have just recently met somebody here. All right, or again, this is something that you're feeling within. All right, for Sagittarius, the moon, those are the deep emotions. That is goddess of the moon. It's very similar. This is things that were hidden from you. An Eight of Wands. So this is your recent past. So this is about things moving in a positive direction. So don't feel like you're going backwards, by the way. It's almost as if once you... It's like you have started to become open with loving yourself in whatever means. So with that, you've opened the door to something. So it's almost like clearing out the skeletons before you can fill up the closet. You kind of, maybe there's like a room, for example. If this is just like a, what do they call it? A hypothetical situation. So it doesn't have to literally relate to you. It's almost like a way of describing how the message is, what it is in your life. Is almost like a room that you just don't use, you don't touch. You know, that's where the junk went, and I've never been in it since, you know. Again, that's hoarded, suppressed emotions is what it is kind of highlighting here. It could represent an actual room that you've got here, or a little box room, whatever that you guys have, that is full of things you just have not touched, have not looked at for ages. But again, it definitely feels emotional for a lot of you. You've opened the door, now you're looking at everything, and now it's your time to kind of clear things out one by one. It's a journey, and it does take true vulnerability. There is some shame with that, guys. Some of you have some shame around what you've been hiding within, some feelings you've had. Some of you, this forgiveness is actually not even to do with anyone else. It's you. Some of you have not seen that magic within yourself with the mysticism. Some of you have not recognized in the past your power, and there is a need for forgiveness of yourself for that. Because there is some shame surrounding you for some reason. I should have seen that, you know, I should have seen that coming. I should have never trusted that person. I should have never done things for that person. I should have never let them do that to me. Like whatever it is. Forgive yourself, guys. So, you're clearing out the closet. There is some new things coming into. Once you've cleared it out, you can open it. You can really decorate it the way that you like and clean it. It's brand new. You know that feeling when you've like completely transformed a room, like in general? That's the vibes. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it's a new beginning, it's exciting. All right, but you got to clean it first. Eight of Wands, again, could have been some communication in the past of something that came through here. This speaks of opportunities. It speaks of things going in the right direction and transformation. It feels like there's a transformation lingering. Okay, All right. Near future, please, for Sagittarius. The Magician. That's brand spanking new. That's saying here. This is new energies, number one, coming in very similar to the Ace. So this is being the manifester and the creator of your reality, understanding that if you can visualize something, you can see yourself doing it, then you absolutely can do it. You have everything that you need within you to get things going, all right, and to bring whatever you want into this lifetime. So I'm hearing strong communicator energy. Some of you could end up communicating a lot with others. It could be, this is very Mercury ruled. There's a lot of intelligence coming through. You guys will be using more of your brain, your intelligence. You have on the top line, you have Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the Magician. Beautiful energy. Could be manifesting in love, abundance, all that good stuff. We have the Moon, the 4 of Cups as well. Sorry, 4 of Pentacles, and it will carry on, but this is the energy coming through in the other section, going across. So again, holding things back, holding things in has been a big blockage of yours as of lately. All right, let's see. Near future, please, for Sagittarius. 5 of Cups, disappointments. I think this is a card is just to remind you here, like, okay, not everything's going to be perfect. If we're looking at things that have gone wrong, we're never going to see what's still there, what's still standing. Okay, so it is about where you're putting your focus. There may be a disappointment in the near future, okay, but just remember, it does not define you. And you have this lovely energy. All right, well, Sagittarius, this is you. This is the Temperance card, is a Sagittarius card, and there's something significant about it coming up here, because in one kind of reality, we could just stare at what's gone wrong and cry about it for ages and always say that we can never move forward because this happened to us. Or we can take this, we can go somewhere with it, and we can fill it up with really amazing things. All right, this is a card of needing a break, needing to rebalance yourself, okay? If there is a disappointment in the near future, whether that's just some kind of rejection or disappointment of whatever kind, it's not the end of you, Sagittarius. It's not the end. It's actually quite insignificant. It may feel really painful, may feel really upsetting, but the 2 of Cups still stands. That angel here is helping you with it. So some of you do have someone in spirit who's helping you. All right, but this can also represent you here. This is you awakening your third eye and your crown chakra here. You connecting to that mysticism side of you. I really feel like in the near future, what this is kind of saying here is you're remembering your magic. And you're using magic and you're using your inner power, your connection to the universe to your advantage here. Okay, it's like, what's the word? I'm hearing altruism, but that's not the thing coming through, but it could have significance for some of you. But it's more of like, what the hell is the word? Alchemist, there we go. It's almost like you're turning something into something else, like it's something magical. It doesn't have to be, again, it's showing me a lot of imagery, maybe to help me out in your reading. But it's almost like you're like able to, I want to say, manipulate energy in your favor. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's something that you've always been able to do, but never did for yourself. You're balancing your life. Okay. Which this feels like the beginning of something really amazing for you. And it's the beginning of your magic era, I want to say as well. But anyway, let's grab you some of these cards for you, my lovely angels. Let's see. For Sagittarius. Something significant here. We have discord amongst family, friends of family, major challenge to overcome this week. Okay with that. You do have Dragon. Be aware of self-delusion. Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Fair woman, okay? This is a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Casket, someone going out of your life, the end of a situation, the end of an era. Alrighty, I'm going to flip the coin for you. Make sure you think of a question in your head or out loud. I'm going to flip the yes or no coin for you and figure out what they want to answer your question with, okay? Let's see. For Sagittarius, please. I always pull funny faces. All right, everyone's getting this today. It's a no, okay? Answer to your question. Just remember, this is just a general reading. Okay, so it's not going to be for everybody, but if you're here this far, then it clearly meant something to you. So I hope it helped in some way. Make sure you forgive yourself. All right, spend that time reflecting within if you need to clear out those, cycles that are doing more harm than good. But anyway, I love you guys. Wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.